Sorry, give me a moment.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the year 2023, a new year, a new resolution, a new challenge, a lot of new stress coming in. As you know, some of you already can feel the stress coming in, as well as the class now, we're going to have more things to learn. The first thing is I will want Jason and all of you to have a white piece of paper. I'm so sorry. You have to start a test now. Okay, are you ready? So yeah, Corey said, oh my God, seriously, I just came back from school. Sorry, you know you are now set 3. So please get a piece of paper. We're going to do a test soon, all right? In 3, 2, 1, I'm going to share screen, and that is what you're going to do now. Like I said before, there will be a lot of these type of things coming out. And like I say, it's going to test you a lot of things, the vocab and a lot of talking. Okay, now first, before we can start off, Xiaoling, are you ready to read to the class? Thank you. Give me a minute, I make it to 100% first, so you can read the whole entire passage. Thank you. Is it okay for all of you to see Jason? 看得到吗? Okay, Jason? Can. All right. Jiaxing, hello. Jiaxing, you are in. Welcome. Guoren, can see, Hanling. I tell you, happy birthday to you. Now you 老了1岁了。Okay, Jiaxing, this is Jiaxing, right? 对，不是Qiaoxing. Jiaxing, can you turn on your camera? Thank you. Ready, Qiaoling? Jiaxing, can you get a piece of paper? We are going to do this test now. All right, Qiaoling, in 3, 2, 1, you may start now. Thank you. I can't hear you. Or is it my fault? Hi, Jiaxing. Oh, Qiaoling, are you reading? Sorry. Qiaoling, are you reading? I can't hear you. Wait, I mute you first. Hanling, can you read?
Blanks.
Okay,
So
okay. Wait. Okay, thanks. Hanling, sorry. Actually, I want Qiaoling to read now. Qiaoling, do it again, please. No, I really can't hear you. Can you hear Qiaoling reading now? Anyone? Jason, can you hear? No. Kaiwen can hear? No, right. Qiaoling, do you want to log off and log in again? Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. We will wait for you because I want you to read. All right, in log off and log in again. So while waiting for Qiaoling, you guys can start reading this at your own pace, but later we'll discuss now. Okay, Jiaxing, I need you to have a piece of paper. Okay, thank you.
I just have like a second iPad.
I beg your pardon, sir?
I just use a school iPad. I'm using my work. Then I can.
Yes, sir. Okay, no problem.
Also, okay. Do you like tea?
No. Don't give me your answer. I'm not interested in your answer. I trust you that 如果是错就是错. If it's correct, it's fine. Right? It's wrong, then it's wrong. It's okay, Okay, Qiaoling, Jason, okay, get ready. Qiaoling, one more time. Test your mic, please. Oh dear, we really can't hear you. I really can't hear you. Yang Zhen, can you hear him? Hear her? Qiaoling, one more time. No, I'm so sorry. If really, Qiaoling, one more time. No, we can't hear you. Seriously. Cannot. Hanling can hear now. No. Okay, never mind. Okay. Hi, Zach. Is that Zachary? Oh, okay, yeah. Ready? Why not? We let this Warren. Let's go.
Blacks took paying jobs upriver on Ban's Island, some of them turning from slave to slaver. One of those was a slave named Harry Deming. Wait, by the way, do I need to read out the wrong one or the right?
No, just read according to here. Don't change anything. Okay, don't change anything. Later will be another person reading another same thing again. So don't change anything. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Whom Granville Sharp has rescued just the year before from a ship carrying him in chains to the West Indies. On hearing the news of this betrayal, Granville Sharp felt as though he has took a sword thrust to his heart. Warn them, the distressed Sharp wrote at settlers in 1789, of the horrors and remorse which must one day seize these slavers who did not repent in time. Remind Mr. Harry Demain of his own experiences under the horrors of slavery, and tell him that slave dealers subvert charity, equity, and every virtue on which the peace and happiness of mankind depend, and that slavery is deemed an unnatural crime, or ought to be ranked between the horrible unnatural depravity of man devouring man. In other words, Demain turned slaver was a cannibal.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So what is this story? Okay, wait now. There's new student coming in. Hello. Hi, Ethan, right? Is it, do I pronounce your name correctly? Ethan, is it?
依婷，
依婷，对不起，依婷。Can you
是
would you mind turn on your camera, please, and get a full stack paper right in front of you? We are doing this test. Now, this passage, the editing, all right, Yi-Ting, please send to me your, whether you're Express or IP or what, and which school you come from. Thank you, Yi-Ting, thank you. Why you call Yi-Ting the nuts? Zachary, you know her? Zachary, do you know her? No, okay. Please, all right. Okay, so this is a passage. There will be two take, all right? There will be two takes, so make sure you type it. So, Yi-Ting, please tell me your class. Which stream are you from and which school? Thank you. So, all right, Kai-Wen, can you tell me what this passage is talking about?
It's like, okay, so
Yes, please.
it's like
Like, oh, yes.
it's not like set in like a modern time, but not really like too sure like what the exact context is.
I'm sorry. I think maybe it's not your fault. My Wi-Fi is a bit laggy. I only hear a bit of what you're saying. I'm so sorry. One
I'm
more
not
time.
too sure. I'm not too sure.
Okay, no problem. Hey, how Shen? Finally, I see your nice hairstyle. You better go and cut your hair in front. Okay, your fringe is too long. You better cut. If not, your discipline will ask you to cut. Okay, may I? Oh, Charlie, can you talk now? Your mic okay? I 听不到你讲话嘞，对不起哈。来，对不起，宝贝。Okay, Hanling, you know. Okay, Yang Zhen is saying right. So Zachary, what is this passage talking about? Okay, Hanling is eating. Oh my God. So, okay, Yi-Ting,
Sorry.
You just came in, Yi-Ting, so you don't know what we're talking about. We are having a test now. So every lesson, there will be just something like that. Okay, I know while you're eating your cola. Okay, so Warren, since you are reading this, since everyone don't really pay attention to what you read, I'm so sad for you. But can you tell me what is this Genshin talking about? Back to you, Warren. 哎，你瘦了嘞，你可以吃多一点吗？你昨晚在减肥啊 ？Okay, come, Warren, let's go.
I think it's about slavery.
Yes, that's definitely yes, because the word slavery here. So what's so great deal about this slavery?
It shows like how like this person who used to be a slave now like reverse card and became the slaver. So but then like the person who had rescued him from his fate of being a slave forever knows that like this will just be a vicious cycle. So yeah, it's just basically talking about the effects of slavery and kind of like advocating for the stop of this human trade.
Anti-slave, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Your answer are very close to mine. By the way, I'm so sorry. Yi-Ting, don't get stressed. Yi-Ting, please. Because you're new now. All your friends here, okay, this crazy bunch of people here, we are all crazy people, sorry. If you come in to be normal, then sorry, you cannot be in my class. So all this bunch of crazy people has been me for a while already. So thank you so much, Warren. So far, nobody get more than 5 correct. And good luck to you. This passage is not very easy. And by the way, I told you last year already, this year we will cover a lot of things. My aim to all of you, we have been listening. So your target is at least B3 and above, okay? Oh, Charlie is coming. So sorry, I didn't see Charlie. Give me a minute. Xiaoling, okay? Right. So this passage is not easy. They are talking about slave. And they realize in Sec1, Sec2, right? You study about the East Indies, eating. Okay, your school is very near to my house, by the way. Okay. So I'm staying in Khatib, by the way. Yeah. So Zhongzhen is a very good school. Okay, seriously. And my good friend's son is your senior, already graduated. Yeah. So I like
Wait, what?
all whites. So cute. But I like your t-shirt. It's red color, right? Eating, right?
Wait, which one?
Are you from Zhongzhen also now, Hanley?
Yes, I am. Main
But
or
you're not
Yishun?
in, yeah,
Main or Yishun?
Yishun.
Oh well, the slightly worse version of main. We don't talk about that.
Are you sure? Okay.
We
so
like to say
anyway,
that at my school. We like to say that at my school. I'm sorry.
No, it's all sorry. I agree that not every school is a good school. I would prefer to say every school is unique. So this one, okay, Yiting and the rest of you, if you study history in Sec 1 and 2, you heard about East Indies Company, right? Have you heard of East Indies Company? Yes, can you? Okay, today your birthday, I don't want to disturb you. I don't want to torture you. Zachary, Qiaoling, you heard of East Indies Company, right? East Indies 就是英国的所谓 remember Sir Stamford Raffles come to Singapore, right? So I told you, right, this year we are talking about going around the world. We got campus in life, a lot of vocab to learn, about a few hundred and thousands of vocab to learn, sentences, construction, a lot. So Qiaoling, this is West Indies Company. 我哪里有听过? Do you see this word now? If you play games before, you will see this word. You see this? Mr. Harry Demain. You just give a rough guess. Yang Zhen, here Yang Zhen. Which country do you think Harry Demain come from?
Ohio.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks. So Yiting, you must get used to the people here, okay, Yiting? Okay, don't take this as a tuition class, for goodness sake, no. Then you come to the wrong class. France, French. Okay, Jiaxing, what do you think, Jiaxing, my dear?
About what?
Which country do you think Harry Demain come from? No, seriously. You don't get to tell me Africa, I'm going to kick you.
Luxembourg.
Oh my goodness, seriously. Okay,
Luxembourg.
fine. Okay, fine. Hanling?
Wait. Let me flip a coin between
Definitely Yishun, no cap.
Come on, let's concentrate on this one, seriously.
That was bad timing to misclick on the button, but I think
Hey.
it's more of the UK.
No, it's from Holland. Okay, guys?
Holland's a country?
Holland is a country. Dutch. Holland.
What?
Netherlands.
I thought there was only
Netherlands.
such thing as Holland.
It's called
Monaco.
Hollywood.
No,
It's
not
Monaco,
that
final
Hao.
answer.
Excuse me. Hao Shen, can you stop it now? Not that football player, please, for goodness sake. I don't like that guy anyway. He's from Manchester City.
A final answer,
okay.
he's from Monaco.
Please. Okay, Harry Demain, actually, when you see the word eating, okay, when you see the word D, usually are from Holland. Okay, if you don't believe, you go and watch the Holland versus Argentina football teams, you'll see a lot of DDD something. Okay, this is Holland. So West Indies company is actually from Holland. If you don't believe me, later I will show you the details. Now, this passage is talking about slavery, right? Telling, now you understand, when you see the word D, so you must ask me, what you tell me? Because sometime in your comprehension passage or your this kind of passage, now you know, oh, so this slavery take place not just in UK. So other European countries like, thank you, Jiaxing, Luxembourg, or even Germany, Belgium, Italy, France, which country again? Portugal, Spain, they used to get slavery from Africa. So West Indies Company is from Holland and East Indies Company is from the Sir Stamford Raffles, where this East Indies Company is a private company, but they are being protected by the military during that time during the British Empire. All right. So this slavery is like they want to get rid of slavery, but because of this ups and downs, a lot of happenings that you see is adapted from the death on the Green Coast. Later, I will show you the details on that. So now, for the next couple of minutes, I want you to do this diligently. There's only two things. So if you think number 3 is take, children, okay, leaders, or what you need to do is that you just, if you think number 3 is take, you just take law. If number 7 is take, then you just take law. And if you think this is wrong, you just circle, sorry. If you think this is wrong, you just circle and then you write answer. Oh, by the way, remember this is GPS, Jason. What is GPS? GPS stand for G stand for grammar, and P stand for prepositions. In your level, you just remember about 50 prepositions is pretty good enough, okay, eating. But in the real world, there are about more than 100 over prepositions. What is preposition? It's actually prepositions, which means that in, on top, above, under, below, opposite, okay, beneath, beside, near, okay, that is called preposition. S stands for the structure of English, eating, okay, get it, eating? Eating, will you mind show me Ziye? Where is Ziye? Yes, thank you, Ziye. Please don't follow my dear Ziye, half body, half head. So eating, for example, 喝下去，英文怎么讲呢？eating, drink go down, right? Is it drink go down? 喝下去吗？ Drink go down. Is it correct English? How should I stop it? Wrong, right? Eating, correct. You should say drink it, correct. So you know drink go down is literally translate from Chinese to English, 对不对？然后跳下去呢 you don't say jump go down, right? Correct. Eating, you say jump. So this is called the structures of English. Okay?
Jump go.
Where is eating? Why suddenly lock off again? Is eating up, in or out now? Oh, okay. So it's up. All right. So too bad. So grammar, remember, Jason, grammar means your past tense, present tense, future tense. That's called grammar. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, you may start doing this now. Go. It's not GPA, it's GPS, Warren. Okay, Yi-Ting, let's do this test. So you know, as for express or this, they're all with 2 ticks. I would like to all of you turn on your camera. I need to see your full face. Okay, this is compulsory for my lesson, because every lesson, at the end of the lesson, I will give a report to your parents whether how much attention you spend on, how much participations, you know, that's called the student performance appraisal. But today, first lesson, I'm not going to do anything, all right? My club is Tottenham Hotspur, Warren. I'm the rooster. See. Okay. 因为我是属鸡，所以我 support 鸡，可是我不是鸡人啊。Yeah, Zachary, thank you. Yes, it's Netherlands. Well done, Zachary. I'm reading through all your messages. Don't like that. I want my younger son to go to Zhongzhen also. Okay, please, for goodness sake. All right. To go to your school, Hanling, that side is too far away. No way. Yeah, Kaiwen say happy birthday to Tian Yu. Thank you, Kaiwen.
You should your son should go to like some school in like really far east.
No. I only in Yishun will be either Zhongzhen or Lesson1Sec3.
No, but okay, yeah. Honestly, whenever we see people from Yishun, Chongqing, we just cannot coexist. You know?
Too bad. That's your problem.
It's just kind of sad that way, yeah.
That's your problem.
I realize that.
Don't worry. I know sometimes same thing from my previous school when I was a discipline. Yeah, it's really different. I really appreciate it. Your 3 years of suffering with Uncle Raymond. Thank you. But every year you grow more handsome, more hair, more better, more intelligent. Okay. But same thing, you always don't want to turn on your camera.
I agree with you.
No. Okay, please do this, huh? Harley, no need to send the answer to Uncle Raymond, okay? I trust that all of you must do. Because if I were to spot check and please show me your answer in front, and if I don't see that, sorry, Harley, you should know me, right? That would be lying. Okay, recently I'm very, very angry with one of my godson who is very, very sickening, I'm telling you. Okay, he is playing punk, and I really have to use all the nice word on him during the WhatsApp. And I mean it, nice word, nice word, really nice word. You know what I mean, Harley? Okay. And the mom was inside the conversation as well. I was so fed up of him, seriously. But he's already a 19 years old boy. So very sickening, and he's lying, he's not respecting the mother and things like that. So yeah. Okay. If you are done, please show your thumbs up. Okay. No, Jason, this one will not appear for your site in your school because this is a compulsory examinations for all the express and some of the IB students here in Singapore. But it is good for you to know it because this is the one that's tested, and I find it's very useful because it Jason 它整体来讲是整个就是把那个 GPS grammar, preposition and structure of English, okay? And if you cannot identify, that means you will have the student will have to really look through in the details. Like for example, what is common noun, what is proper noun, what is possessive nouns, what is past perfect, present future tense, all these things. All these will be covered for the whole entire year. So it will help you to understand. And then of course, later on, we are talking about this month eating. Every month we have different topics, okay? So this month we are talking about education and skills, all right? So prepare all the lessons, you have to sit straight now. And I know some of you are using your handphone beside, okay, talking to your friends, okay, like example, I will not mention names like Yang Zhen or Zachary, okay, or even Jia Xing, or even Kai Wen, or even Han Ling, or Tian Yu, or even my best.
I'm using my iPad, not my phone.
Using my house. I don't care, no, Jia Xing, seriously. Honestly, you know, in school,
I like being pedantic.
No, Jia Xing, you know, in school, when I was a discipline teacher in the class, I know some of my students will use their handphone under the desk. I really don't care, no, seriously. Because when I call them to answer questions, they will still answer. That means they can do multitasking. Okay? I don't care, seriously. Right? Even they play game, honestly, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, just saying, I only want the final result. That is the exam result. True enough. I can have a person who are paying attention in my class, but they are daydreaming. They are building castle in the air or just like that. But their mind is floating away. Okay? So I already have with all my students in my previous school. Okay? If you want to use a handphone, make sure at the end of the day, okay, when I meet your parents, I'm telling the good things. If I mention that you use a handphone and all these things, good luck to you. And some of them will really confiscate their handphones. Okay? I don't like to do these type of things. You know me, right? You can ask your brother, Xiaoxing. How is Xiaoxing doing, Xiaoxing?
I don't know. Didn't check.
Enjoy life lah. 2 weeks time will get his result already.
He too busy playing ML with friends.
Of
I
course,
haven't seen him in like 2 days.
Give me his ID. Give me his
of course,
ID
he
and
just finished his
username.
O
We'll
level
appreciate it.
result.
Oh, you Chelsea, what's your mobile legend ID?
Now you see. Okay, Yiting, Qiaoxing was my ex-student for Set 4 social study. Okay, he's not a good student, he's just an awesome student. Of course, his brother here will not be happy to say that, but it's true. Okay, every lesson he really participates very well. Okay, are you done? I'm going to review the answer, right? Please be honest. I will expect you to do. Okay, and if your parents will one day find out, hey, no, how come you never do Uncle Raymond homework? That means you are not an honest person. I want honest student, that's all. Seriously, okay? And don't play with me, you know. I'm also in the police force, Yiting. Seriously, I'm now serving my police. I'm also a police officer. Seriously, they will know. Okay, recently, I'm so proud of myself. I got my awards, you can ask them. Okay, right. And don't worry, Yiting, you will see me quite often patrolling nearby your school. And recently, I did patrol nearby your school because my patrolling is also in Yishun. All right, thank you so much. Ready? Are you done? Can I review the answer? Hao Shen, okay now, my dear? Hao Shen, okay. Okay, some of you you know you can cut every 3 words like that, right? 3 words, 3 words. Okay, Yiting, your school may not teach you these methods, this is only from Uncle Raymond's methods, every 3 words. So you can find that with the full stop you cut. Then one of those, you don't believe later you see, is there a mistake in between of that? All right. So name Harry D. Okay, so D. Because 3 words are man, there's a comma, cut. Okay, this one cut. So 1, 2, 3, cut. So is there any problem with this one or this one? 1, 2, 3, cut. Is there anything? Is it year, years, or what? From a sheet. So is it from or into a sheet or onto a sheet or at the sheet? Carrying his. So is it carrying or carry past tense? Get it now, eating. So I mean, some students are eating, love this method. Some after 6 months, so eating, you know, say, Uncle Raymond, sorry, your method too tedious. I really inside my head, I know what to do. So I don't care. I will share all the methods to all my students. It's your job to filter whether you like the method or not. Fair enough, right? Eating, correct now. The purpose of coming for tuition is to learn as many methods as possible. Okay, guys. Jason, Halama?
Yes.
You are not Jason, my dear. I say Jason, unless you're also Jason. You still playing your basketball, Hao Xuan?
Yes.
I must really introduce one of my basketball coach to you, if you are really interested. Seriously. Meet me at Willock if you want to. Okay?
When?
Jason, please, if you can submit your homework, I will give you a surprise Chinese New Year gift. Okay? I will fly all the way there to become 那个什么财神爷. Jason, you'll be very happy. Is Jason Wang, right? There's this Warren. Is there a guy called Jason Wang, very popular guy? Is it? Or Jackson Wang? Don't know. Okay.
It's Jackson.
Oh, Jackson Wang. Okay.
He also appeared in our science paper for some reason.
Is it? Okay. My ex-student took a picture with him, no? So proud. Okay, guys, done. Yang Zhen, Taiwan, Tian Yu, birthday boy, Ziyue, don't pretend, always cover your head. Emotional damage. Done, Ziyue, Qiaoling. Okay, Qiaoling, can you unmute and see whether you can talk? No, I'm so sorry. I really can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Oh, Hanlin, you cannot hear what he say, right?
No, I can't.
Okay, one more time, Qiaoling. Okay, she already unmute her mic, but really cannot talk. Yiting, you cannot hear her, right? No, okay. Okay, ready? Now, before I give you this one, why not I show you certain things first? Just to prove to you I'm not talking rubbish. Because I already done my homework. Okay. First of all, West Indies, ne? Yiting, correct now? I told you, right? East India, remember Set 1, Set 2, you see Sir Stamford Raffles come from East India Company, come to Singapore, right? Take over and sign the treaty with his favorite, everyone would love to hear this, William Farquhar. Yeah, then everyone say, oh, William, what? Okay. So Dutch Indies, West, So take note, So Yiting, you might ask, why should I learn this? You have to learn this. Because this is history and this is where it affects in the futures of what we are in today's economy world. Okay, so in future, if you are going for university, you need to know all these things. If you are taking faculty of business or faculty of law or faculty of political science, seriously, okay? I tell you, Yiting, whatever you learn from the past until now, you will definitely useful. But of course, if you are saying that you are learning your sine, cosine, tangent, or algebra, of course, if you don't, or buy prata, you don't use all this method, right? You don't tell the prata, all right, uncle, I tell you, x plus y equals z, the prata man, hello, girl, you want kosong or egg, they will tell me x plus y for what, correct? But why you are doing that, Yiting? Because they are preparing you to become an architect and engineer, all right? So take note, So look at this, okay? So it's, you're right now, Zachary. Zachary, wait, where are you? Oh, you're right, Netherlands. Is that Netherlands here? To prove to you you're right, And then, now you understand one of my topics is travel around the world. So this is one of them. Or can anyone tell me, you know where is Panama Canal?
Oh, I know. I appreciate you. I
I
forgot.
know you before, right? Yesterday,
It's in Panama.
Panama, yes.
It's in
Tuition
Panama.
or tuition? Tuition or tuition? I still love to do that. I didn't love to disturb you, my dear. Okay, sorry, Eating. That's why my students sometimes correct me. Uncle Raymond is pronounced tuition, not tuition or tuition. Okay, no, it's tuition. Okay, right. Okay, next, look at this one here.
It's still wrong.
Have you seen this country before, Eating? No, right? No, Sierra Leone or Sierra Leone. Sounds very French, Eating. Right? Doesn't look like Africa country. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, ta-da! It's in Africa here. Sorry, Warren, are you looking at the map now of the Africa country? Jason, are you looking at the map Africa country? Yes? Yes or no? Please answer me. So yeah, are you looking at it? Eating now, you got it? This is the African country. So now you learn something new. Please do not share with your classmate, okay? You see, Africa country, no, named after a bit of Portugal. No, look here. Then you see just now this island, right? Correct now. Just now when our passage got this right. Eating, correct now. Eating, honestly, tell me the truth lah. When you are doing editing for the past 2 years, I don't think your teachers are so hardworking to go through all these things to you, right? They'll just say, okay, class, look at the answer. Okay, how many correct, how many take, do correction. Okay, this is a past tense, present tense. This is what you use, preposition, prima. Then, okay, bye-bye, forget about it. What happened one day you have a comprehension passage like that about slavery? Then you say, what got to do with me? I'm in Singapore, what got to do? Slavery is about a few hundred years ago. Why are you telling me this? Okay, the reason, whatever you do in this lesson here, in Uncle Raymond's class, we are always used in real life. So look at this one here, a quick one. May I have, Jiaxing, can you read to the class, please? In 1787.
In 1787, a small fleet set sail from London to Sierra Leone for the hopeful black passengers and their white abolitionist benefactors. It was an extraordinary utopian venture to establish the first colony of free slaves in Africa. In an exclusive extract from this book, Simon Sharma reveals how that dream of new life turned into nightmare. This sounds like Liberia, you know.
Huh?
When the Americans shoved all the black people in Liberia because they didn't want them.
You are right. Damn it, man. You are right. Seriously. Oh my goodness. You are damn right. Yes, Liberia. You are right. Do I have the things here? Oh, sorry. I think it's behind this one. Or is it this one? Yes, it's Liberia. Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are right. Wait. Where's my picture here? Come on, please, the map, please. Somewhere here. Wait. Yeah. You know why? You look at this. Oh my goodness. Hey, go down. Here. Then you this one. Go. So all these countries used to be the slavery to this part of the country here. So this West supremacy, so where the West colonizations really take all these their ancestor, the blacks, to become the slavery. But today, they make a good name eating in England that the blacks are even stronger. You can realize if you look at 100 meters, 200 meters in the sprinting, in the athletics, the blacks are always the faster. You know, eating got one student very sarcastic. Yeah, because they have been running their whole life away from the whites. Oh my goodness. You know, this is a very lame joke. But because of that, now they are so strong. Just like Hitler, right, Yang Chen? Don't laugh, I know you're laughing. The blacks are so fast in the 100 meters because they are running away from the whites. That's why their sprinting is very fast. So Yang Chen, you realize that now?
Wait, no, you can't do that. You just violate that entire race of humans.
Precisely. No, there's a group, these black guys who were standing there, you say, today I'm standing here for presentations, but 200 years ago, I will be under the option. So everyone's laughing. If you get the joke, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Today I'm standing here, the blacks were saying, today I'm standing here to give you a presentations, but 200 years ago, I'll be standing here as an option. So actually, this Hanling, this is a joke to remind us everyone has the freedoms. No one's supposed to be enslaved. That is why if you study social study, it's all about diversity. Thank God you're in this country. Thank God that your color and my color, everyone appreciate. Good luck to you, Ting. Imagine you and me and Warren or Kai Wen go to US. Good luck to you. True enough. We are become racist discriminations. I'm telling you truly, because I have ex-student now who stay in US. Okay, right? Okay, so yeah, now you get the ideas. Well done, Jianxing, 不是 Jianxing, okay? So in the late 18, one more time before we end this quickly. Can we read it? We just read this paragraph so that all your classmates will understand why this passage is important. Back to you in 1, 3, 2, 1, go. Jianxing? In the
late 18th century, between 5,000 and 7,000 people lived in London. More than 20 years before the legislation of William Wilberforce finally ended slavery in Britain, the practice was still legal, but ambiguously so. Most blacks in London were free, but not all, and slave catchers operated widely in the capital, kidnapping runaways.
Oh my goodness, so you see, surprisingly, we are being educated by the British to be the most civilized people on this planet. And yet they are doing this type of slavery for their own sake and purposes. Until today, there are some countries practicing this. Okay, let's go.
You know the Qatar, right?
Yeah, I know a lot of people saying Qatar got slavery, all these things. But sir, prove to me lah. Prove to me.
Not really slavery, but like if you get your passport stolen, and then you have to work for them, isn't it also quite shitty?
Yes, I agree with you. This is illegal. Okay, let's go for this answer, guys. May I have Yiting? Would you mind read to the class, please? Thank you, Yiting. Read the correct answer, 谢谢.
Blacks took paying jobs upriver on Lance Island, some of them turning from slaves to slavers. One of those was a slave named Harry the Main, whom Granville Sharp had rescued just the year before from a ship carrying him in chains to the West Indies. On hearing the news of this betrayal, Granville Sharp felt as though he had taken a sword thrust to his heart. Warm then, the distressed Sharp wrote taken the settlers in 1789 of the horrors and remorse which must one day seize these slavers who do not repent in time. Remind Mr. Harry the Main of his own experiences under the horrors of slavery, and tell him that slave dealers subvert charity, equity, and every virtue on which the peace and happiness of mankind depend, and that slavery is deemed an unnatural crime and ought to be ranked with the horrible unnatural depravity of man devouring man. In other words, the main turned slaver was a cannibal.
I think some of us here will definitely agree eating the reading is no good. It's very good. Okay, well done. Your pronunciations, 你的咬字很清楚, but I'm sorry, eating, you do not have the tonality, the rhythm. You get me now, the rhythm. So you have a very good projection voice. Maybe it's through Zoom. So unless I see you face to face and listen to you, but so eating, next year, 2024, you're taking oral, 对吗? So your readings. So if you're going to read like that, the most you got 7 out of 10. But if you're reading then I think you can very do well. Seriously. Okay, thank you so much. So from here, let's go to the answer, Jason. So today I want to target you. Where are you, Jason? Look. So you see it's from slavery. So if you look at this, every 3 words that you cut now, 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3 here, comma. Is a comma, full stop punctuation, you straight away cut. Some of them, okay, that turn from slave, right? Slave is plural here, right? Eating, right, Jason? 对吗? Slave 是 plural 吗? 很多奴才还是奴隶啊? Which one should I say? Should be 奴隶对吗?
奴隶
啊，对。So slaver, so this is plural, right, Jason? So this one definitely must be plural, 对吗? Agree? Okay, here. So had rescue. Why we use had? Because this is action has been past perfect already. 它已经过去, so it's in 1789 now. So its action has been completed. Way is it? Yes, no. Slave, it can be without the E. I mean, without the S. Slave, one slave. Got it? Taiwan? Okay, thanks. Well done. You are paying attention. Good. I didn't mean that other days you're not paying attention. I didn't say that. Okay, so thank you. So where am I? Okay, so this one consider as tick number 3. So nothing wrong with this sentence. So you see, when you see the word had, it's confirmed taken because it's a past perfect actions. Okay, take note. And you realize the 2. Okay, where is it, the 2? Oh, it's not here. 2 what of the horror? Which one? Settle to... Which one you are taking? Sorry, I suddenly lost track. To the horrors and remorse, right? Correct? Right, Hanling? Your answer for number 5, is it correct? Okay. So number 5, who...
Yeah, number 5 is correct.
Sorry?
Yeah, it is correct.
All right. So who do not. So you realize this whole sentence here. Now you understand by cutting this 3, 3, 3, it might help you later on. Like the next sentence here, 3 of the, okay, so you know this is 1, the mistake, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's seize this slave. So this one start again. Why is it did? Because the whole sentence will tell you 1 day, which must 1 day. So it still continue until today, the past, the present, and the future. So therefore, no past tense. So number 7 is this. So when you look at this, every, this word every will tell you singular. So therefore, you cannot put this. You have to virtue. Right? You realize that this one also singular, singular, and then here. All right? And then here is crime. It cannot be ought. I'm sorry. It cannot be crime or ought. It sounds very weird, right? Eating, right? The structure of English doesn't sound correct at the same time. It doesn't make sense. Okay, and then between is because it's not, this is definitely prepositions. Okay, Jason, you realize that there's a prepositions. So look at this here. Subject verb agreement, tenses error. Okay, prepositions, conjunctions. Conjunctions are using and, or, because. Comparative. So you realize straight away, Jason, a passage itself really tests out all the different types of grammar. Okay, so there will be passive voice, active voice, there will be adjective, there will be adverbs, there will be comparative adverbs and things like this, singular and plural. Okay, get it, huh? Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to today's topics. Please type in your marks and send it to me now. Thank you. Okay, today's lessons. This is very important. I want all of you telling, where you are telling, since you cannot answer Uncle Raymond, so I'm so sorry, you still have to type and tell me. So, Yiting, today's lesson, we are talking about education and skills. So, you realize now I changed the words to lesson plan. Last year was called activity booklet, and what is called care. I want my student to be creative. 这个是创立，对吗 ？Jason， 对不对？我在学华语，教我啊。Astute 就是精明 ，that means 好像似乎工匠很精明 ，right？ Rigorous 就是严格 ，enthusiastic。So I want to have participate like just now. Jason, Jiaxing, Kaiwen would to tell me about words like that. And Warren, thank you, and thank you, Yiting, the way you read. I can see your enthusiasm. It's not very monotonous. You know, it's monotonous of eating. Very, very. At the end of the lesson, student will be able to use that. It's very monotonous. I don't like, seriously. Like today, I was doing my bazaar sales, Hanling, in MINDEF, where all the guys will visit the CMPD, MINDEF. So when I was there, I said the way the people talk is really different. Your pronunciation. Last month, I was in the Bank of Switzerland. I was doing my marketing there. The people also talk differently. So yes, Eating, you are there. So it's okay to be a bit like, you know, your projection, your slang, nothing wrong. Next, we have these fables. I think you all should know by now. Fables is fistpop. Okay, what is fistpop? This is the things you only Eating. you only can find this free spot only in Uncle Raymond's class. So imagine if you have some student in your school, right, different class, suddenly they mention about free spot, the first thing you ask, are you from Uncle Raymond class? Only from Uncle Raymond class you get free spot. Trust me, because this one I cannot tell you now. You know why? Sorry, all these students will be bored to death because they already know what is free spot. So I will tell you just a quick one. Fables, idioms, similes, problems, and occupation places will be used in your, everydays, in your essay, in the way you talk. So Yiting, if your friend say, hey, Yiting, let's go out. Then if you don't want to say, you will either say it's raining heavily, right? But if you say it's raining cats and dogs, just like 成语对吗？叫苦连天，守株待兔, right? You heard all these 成语 before, right? Then what is a proverb? 近朱者赤，近墨者黑，你听过 right? Right? All these things, that's called proverbs. So when you talk to people like that, Yiting, they will know that you are very professional, profound, and very, got a level of education, educated people. So what did I learn from today's lesson? Your mom will ask you, then how do you apply your skills immediately and write down 2 things that interest you during the lesson, 2 things. And this will apply to your maths, your science, your Chinese, your social study. So Yiting, you're taking history or geography?
Geography.
Okay, thank you. So this will also apply because whatever you see just now, you know where is Libya and Simon in right? Now you know Sierra Leone is in Africa now. You agree? Right. Now you know West Indies is also Netherlands and Amazon and Holland, right? Is it geography? So when you come to geography, Holland has the most windmill. You know what is windmill? And honestly, Yiting, Holland has the most drug trafficker.
Also got most bikes.
A lot of bikes, yes. And
Bikes, B-I-K-E.
Oh, okay, bikes.
What vice?
Sorry, and also a lot of vice. They have the most sex shops and the most prostitute there. I'm so sorry.
Uncle Raymond just jealous one lah.
And Yiting, one of my good friends' brother was being gunned down in Holland. Gunned down, really killed. Okay, really killed. I'm telling you seriously, his brother was killed in Holland because of these drugs. He's not selling drugs, but it just happened. So 那边的治安, honestly, I don't know. It's really not safe. Okay, just to share with you, this is a bit of knowledge. Now, children, so what is education and skill means to you? So education to me, Yiting, is to get rid of poverty because Uncle Raymond, when I was very, very, very young, I come from a very, very, very poor family. Only during Chinese New Year, I will be able to drink 1 bottle of soft drink and maybe a few pieces of chicken. I'm serious now. 这么穷啊. And my TV is only black and white until for many years. And the TV is like a laptop, that screen like that. Okay. And thanks to that, it motivates me today. I'm sitting here with 3 monitors and 1 laptop. Excuse me. Also, education is important to me because it gets rid of poverty. It makes me a more educated person. I'm willing to be able to learn. And my dream is to become a criminal lawyer. But sadly to say, I did not make it there because of whatever reason. So I studied for another degree. So education to me is not only good to me, Yiting, it's also important for my next generations. Yiting, definitely you want your son and daughter to be more smarter than you, right? True now, right? You don't want your son and daughter to be worse than you. Then what happened? The whole society collapsed. That is where you're studying social study. Okay? Now, I want everyone to tell me write down, this is your homework. So what is education and skills means to you? Write down, please. Oh, excuse me. 80 words. Write down these questions. Okay, may I have Yang Zhen? Can you read to the class, please? It gathers. Oh my goodness, my nose. Yang Zhen.
It gathers information about students' social and emotional skill, their attitudes toward learning, and their well-being. It also measures how equitably countries offer education opportunities to their young citizens.
Do you know, thank you, sir. Do you know you're eating? Do you know you're lucky that you're born here or you maybe migrate here that you are ladies, you're a girl, you go and ask your great grandmother or your grandmother, you know their generation, 女孩子不用读这么多书的, you know, very sexy, eating. Let's be honest, you know, right? Like my mom like that, no? My mom studied halfway, had to give up study and give the education to my uncle. But you know, until today, eating, there are a lot of girls in other countries. One of the countries is called Afghanistan, you know, right? The girls there, they don't even have a chance to study until university. Seriously, and in your textbook, you look at your textbook in your social study, there's this page about page number 15 or page 17. They got this girl called Malala. Okay, you have to read this guy, the profile of this Malala. She's actually in Pakistan. And
So you suggest that I quit?
Sorry? Are you talking to me, Yang Zhen?
Oh, wait.
Oh, so what happened? She was being gunned down by a Taliban just because she go to school. Can you imagine how phobia for people for there? So really you appreciate, okay? I cannot take it when people don't allow girls to study. So recently I got this Malay student. I asked, why did Islam, Muslim or Islam teach you that girls should not go to school? And she told me no. Oh, by the way, eating, 1/3 of my relatives are Muslim and Islam, and my stepbrother is an Islamic teacher. So you cannot say I'm racist, okay? And my youngest son,
I can't be racist. I have a black friend. Is that your logic?
No, definitely not. Just saying. Okay. So my godson, because I'm a Catholic eating, so I need a godparents. My younger son's godparents are Indian. So you see, we have all the blacks and them together. So you cannot tell me I'm racist. Just kidding. Okay. Don't get angry. This is this will be just saying. Then you will say I'm doing that. So people look at me, they thought I'm Baba. I don't look like Chinese. So now education is what give you the best of the best, not emotional, not just attitudes, but also your well-being. Then what are the importance of education and skill? Back to you. I will choose Ziye. So Tianyu, I promise you today I won't touch you. Yeah, birthday boy. But I will leave up to you. I will give you this one. This one here, all for you to read. Thank you. Okay, Ziye, your turn, please.
Can I start from the education part?
Yes.
Education helps you develop critical skills like decision-making, mental agility, problem-solving, and logical thinking. People face problems in their professional as well as personal lives. In such situations, the ability to make rational and informed decisions comes from how educated and self-aware they are.
Thank you. Jason, may I bring to your attention, Jason? Why must we learn English? As you know now, China, and not just because you are from China and I want to make you happy, because I'm also Chinese. 我的祖先也是从莆田跟山头 ，OK， 我是潮州人 ，OK， my ancestors also come from China. 我的外公是从莆田 running back here in Singapore, and I remember he even 寄钱给我的 grand uncle to build houses and things like that. I love China, and I'm Chinese, and my surname is 宋朝的宋 Jason. But sorry, Jason, I don't like communist country. You know China is a communist country, You know recently what happened to China. I'm not against Xi Jinping, no, It's just like my preference, okay, Jason. Now, why I want to referring to you? Why should we learn English, Jason? Don't tell me your mother asked you to learn. 我跟你讲 Why?
Communication.
这样我们讲华语都可以了吗？我们可以讲这语ありがとう、どうもありがとう、ありがはい。国人也可以讲这语お元気ですか？何ですか？何ですか？可以吗？为什么？我也可以讲马来话。Selamat makan, haling, selamat makan, jaga diri. 不会到的。我可以讲印度话，welcome。我可以讲 French merci beaucoup。为什么一定要讲英文？不是开玩笑宝贝，不是开玩笑。Remember last month we talked about the top 10 languages. English and Chinese is the most powerful in the world. Okay? 如果我问你 西方的药物比较好，还是东方的药物比较好 ？I'm talking about medication。西方有针灸，东方有什么？西方不是有针灸，西方有chemotherapy， 东方有针灸 ，right？ 华佗，你懂谁是华佗吗 ，Jason？ 谁？所以 ，my cousin right， 翰林 ，yeah，my cousin， 谁是华佗 ，Jason？ I'm an English teacher.
Oh yeah,
I'm
when he says
Asian-
it's his cousin, it's just not his cousin.
sorry, it's my cousin. Stop it, honey.
It's just not his cousin.
Shut up. Jason, sorry, honey, just kidding. Who is Hua Tuo?
I remember it's an Asian doctor.
Oh, he's one of the best who want to operate Cao Cao. 对吗？
Yeah, and then Cao Cao killed him.
你鸡蛋，你要开我的脑啊！你神经病啊！你要杀死我！ You see， 在几千年前，华佗已经比东西方的医术更高明了。I translate in English, right? If you can translate both in English, I tell you, Jason, imagine you are a doctor and you will be a doctor and you can do both. That's the beauty of it. Get it now? Remember, we have opium war by the Western 鸦片战争，听过哈？对吗？ Right， 我们有八国联军打中国，还有讲我们中国是东亚病夫华人。So it's time that we learn their cultures, their language, so that we will not, Jason, we will not get bullied. I'm so sorry. Because of your color of your skin and the color of my skin, in fact, all of us here are Chinese, and this is recorded in YouTube. I'm not against anybody. 一视同仁 Jason, you know what I mean? Everyone are fair and equal. But we don't want to bully others. And we also don't want others to bully us. Jason, can you imagine? You only know one or two languages. Sorry, how are you going to survive in this world where a lot of technologies are Westerns? 对吗 Jason? Right? So how are you going to survive? You cannot be 井底之蛙 to stay in China forever. True now, Jason? The world is the oyster. You need to move the whole out of your bloody comfort seat in your home and out of this world. You are born in the right time, in the right era. Seriously, you should thanks to your great-grandfather, your grandfather, and your father who have made life easier for you. Okay? If you want to make your life easier for your son, your grandson, and your great-grandson, Jason, sorry to all of you who are listening, Kai Wen, Jia Xing, and all of you, just shut up and do a good job and study hard. Education is the best invisible weapon for many, many generations to come. To get rid of poverty, to get rid of being people bullying you. Okay? So I hope you understand. Next, Ziye, may you continue, please.
How is value of education and life skills? Life skills provide children with important tools for development, such as independent thinking, how to socialize and make new friends, and how to take action in situations where the parents or teachers may not be around to help or intervene, deal with a bully or personal insecurities and fears, for example. What is the most important skill in education? These critical teaching skills are communication. The ability to effectively communicate is perhaps the most important skill for teachers to possess. Simply understanding the subject material is useless if you can't communicate it. If you can't communicate it in a way that engages students and it's easy for them to understand.
So Qiao Xing, thank you, Ziye. Well read. So Qiao Xing, Qiao Ling, sorry, 不是 Qiao Xing. Qiao Ling, so you see, whatever I tell you just now about China, about talking to Jason, it's the same goes to you, same goes to anybody here who are going this Zoom here. It's like, thank you, Jason, for the word communications. Then you know that we don't want to bully others. Using language is the most, Qiao Ling, it's the most civilized way to solve problem. That's why we create law and order. So Qiao Ling, I'm so sorry. But because we create law and order, people are against it using the word violence because they don't believe that education can change the person's perspective and their mindset. Therefore, violence come in, right, Qiao Ling, right? So when violence come in, then how? Violence will never outdo justice through a proper way of law and order. If violence can solve problem today, then we no need to have police officer. Agree or not, Charlie? We no need to have soldier already. 就是霸道，就是变成是武则天还是秦始皇，对吗？ But why do we have law and order? Because it's to protect, to prevent, and to preserve. That is why. So what Jason said, yes, it's communication. But sometimes we have miscommunication. What happened? We create violence. We create things that is not right. So eating. So every time whatever I say, it's always linked to the next paragraph. And I always like to link to real life. It's no point study or 纸上谈兵 on the paper. Okay, I got A1. So eating. I'm not interested in your A1 in your English. I'm only interested in A1 in your ABC. What is ABC? Your A stands for your attitude, B stands for your behavior, and C stands for your character. So imagine an old lady fell down on the floor. You don't tell your teachers, teacher, if I help the old lady, do I get my VIA point or CCE point? Then something wrong with you. Agree? Agree?
You ask afterwards. You do first, then you ask afterwards.
Please ignore this. I censored what he said. I know Jiaxing will not do that. Okay, seriously, if he were to do that, sorry.
No, I won't do that. I'm the one that pushed the old lady one.
Then later you see, I will ask Han Ling, Tian Yu, Yang Zhen, and Jason, and Hao Shen. I'll bring him to one corner, then you will do blanket party on him. Okay? Okay. How does education help in skill developments? May I have Taiwan?
Okay, so education, I'll say like basically it teaches you the fundamentals.
No, read this one. It develops.
Okay,
yeah,
I thought it was like a question. It develops problem-solving skills and collaboration. It helps students become independent thinkers and encourages them to plan for their future. As schools in India are primarily academic-centric, introducing skill development through the curriculum is essential.
Thank you, sir. I just sent something to all of you. We are talking about hard skills and soft skills. Why I bring India? Because India is actually one of the earliest civilization compared with China. So we know China, right? Eating. Sun Tzu, Kongzi, right? You know who is Kongzi, right? Eating. Han Ling will know. He's actually my grandfather, great-grandfather. Oh, Han Ling. No more cousin. You say angry already. You see, he walk away already. You say, I say purposely he walk away already. He get sick and tired. Oh, correct. 孙子是我的爷爷爷爷，对吗？他是我的祖先吗？没有错吗？你看，他不爽了，走掉了。你看那现在又回来啊，走掉。我跟你讲，翰林，孙子是我的爷爷爷爷，你不爽。OK， 一听，为什么我们有孙子有孔子，除了老夫子？So these are all the famous people who bring the doctrine, the methodologies, the pedagogy, the ethos about being what we are today. Without these famous people eating, do you think we are so good? So 我们在讲那个根roots. So definitely, as an English teacher eating, I always tell my 3 children, okay, you can feel my English, I don't care. But if you feel my Chinese, good luck to you. Okay, 跟你没完没了。As an English teacher, I think not bad for myself to know all the 成语 right eating, correct? Right? I also learn Japanese as well, but the only thing I don't like to learn is Korean. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Only 2 words. Kamsahamnida and what is that? Annyeonghaseyo. That's all. Okay. And anyway, if you talk about K-pop, I only like one guy. It's called Lu Han. That's all. The rest.
Wait, what? Isn't Lu Han a Chinese guy?
No, 他是在那个 EXO 吗？记得吗？在 K-pop。你不知道？
Oh, he used to. I remember. He used to.
对，而且他在那个奔跑吧兄弟有没有？
That show sucks.
Okay, you may lock off now. Why you say that? Why you say sucks? 他把中国的每一个角落 all the 风景 Every time I watch, I learn Mandarin from them. I learn the Chinese. 除了鹿晗，还有郑超，对吗？还有那个谁？祖蓝，黄祖蓝 right? All these. Come on. These are the people, and they even go to overseas, correct? No? And because of that, my son learned Mandarin as well. And we know all the Chinese, and they are showing case to all the world what Chinese have built. Let's be honest. You should be proud, no, bro. You should be proud.
The show
American
used to
history
be
is only 300, my dear. American history is only 300. Chinese history is 5,000. Hello, brother. I know that American technology is one of the best. But who invented paper? Who invented gunpowder? True or not, bro? Yes. Sorry, if we come to this type of things, 我跟你讲，我一定会站在这 Chinese history. Trust me. I'm not saying because you are from China, I support you, but this is Uncle Raymond. But 你看好像鹿晗这样 example, he also learned Korean and get in, and then now he started his own. Okay. Now that is what I mean by hard skill and still soft skill. Children, hard skill, remember, to me is your brain. So Yiting, if the old lady fell down, are you using your brain to say that, oh, okay, he fell down, she fell down, okay, as long as 她不是跌倒很厉害，她可以起来，她可以走路回家, okay, bye bye. But your soft skill, that is your heart, Yiting. The first thing you will approach an old lady, Yiting, auntie, are you okay now? Do you want me to call an ambulance? Do you need first aid? Do you need me to call your children to come and fetch you? 对吗? That is soft skill. This one, your hardware or your hardware. This is the heart singly, and the heart here is your brain. So are you going to run by your brain or your heart? So you might ask me, Yiting, Jason, Jiaxing, and all of you, Warren and Haoxin, why must I learn this? Because today is the first lesson of the year. Please get it right and straight to your brain. Your Sec3 is the most critical year of all your secondary school life. You're going to turn your Sec3 to be a SHIT. If you not, you either turn it to be a SUCCESS. You want shit or you want success, both also S. Which one you want to choose? So now you get it right. Your education and skills is the paramount important for your future career. I'm telling you, Yiting, your whole this year will be going to be not just you, all of you here. Trust me. Yang Zhen already tell me that. Yang Zhen, right? Today you say you got so many responsibility. I think Kai Wen now you also got a lot of responsibility of your rugby, right? True enough. And then Warren now, your NCC, your senior, okay, take over. I say, oh, so everything. Then you're going to come back late. Okay, Yiting, I don't know what is a CCA. Okay, how share your basketball also the same thing, right? Now you got competitions.
I'm not basketball.
Huh?
I'm NCC also.
Yeah, NCC. Okay. So you also got this drill competition, right?
Oh, my attendance 0.
Oh, why? Why?
Because I want to change to basketball, but they refuse.
Though I think you will not make a good thing. To be honest, if you go to army next time and you see a record like that, good luck to you. I'm telling you. So don't. Okay, I told you I'm also in CC. If your record like that, and if they happen to find out, no good. No, seriously. You're going to suffer in your national service. Seriously. Because they know, hey, you are from NCC, right? So you know the drill, ke kanan pusing, ke kiri pusing, ke belakang pusing. Hantat kaki cepat hantat. Right, Warren, correct. You know what is that? You see how they look at what the hell is he talking about alien language? Aku cakap Melayu lah, Malay, understand? Okay, so whether you are oh sorry, Kaiwan, carry on.
Whether you're a professional or a graduate, in your job hunt, your skills matter. They tell potential employers what you can do, how you can do it, and even who you are. All skills can generally be divided into 2 main types, hard skills and soft skills. And you need both in your career.
So from now on, you no need to talk about career, you're still 15 years old. So your hard skill and soft skill, Warren, now is using it in your study. So sometimes Yiting, if you realize this problem sum, you cannot solve your math problem sum. Your heart already tell you, okay, I'm going to give up. But your brain say, no, I need to complete this homework. So what are you going to do, Yiting? Number 1, you call your maths teacher, your school teacher. Number 2, you know you got group chat, right? Number 2, you ask your tuition teacher. But happen your tuition teacher cannot answer you. Number 3, you look for your good friend. Then your good friend say, Yiting, I also don't know how to do this problem sum. I was about to call you. Then number 4, you say, never mind. So can we brainstorm and see who has the best solution? Which method do you imply? So happen that when your friends realize your method is better than hers and say, oh, I know why Yiting you cannot get it because you make a mistake here and there. But if you change this mistake into this, you see? So it's a hard skill and a soft skill. There is no such thing, no problem has no solution. Yiting, 1,000 years ago, if I take a time machine back to the Song Dynasty, you tell the people 我要坐飞机，他说你头脑进水了，对吗？你神经病 ！I want to go to the moon， 哈哈哈，难如登天啊，这个成语对吗？ But now 1,000 years later, Yiting, if you say I want to go to New York, the first thing that people ask you are Yiting, SIA, American Airlines, correct now, or Japan Airlines, 对吗？ Agree? They'll ask you which airline and they will ask you which flight, which day, what time, correct now? So you get an idea. There's no such thing, there's no problem. If there's a problem, today you and I will not have a light bulb. Thomas Edison. It's just to see which one. You want to be lazy or do you want to be motivated? Because educations will definitely have to solve. You know, eating, you know, cancer. Last year alone, I lost 2 friends of cancer. It's very sickening. Really lost a friend of cancer. So imagine, do you agree on eating? Or all of you are Jia Xing, Yang Zhen, Ziyue, Zachary, Jason, Hao Xuan, Warren, Han Ling, okay, and Qiao Ling. Do you agree? Please show me a thumbs up. One day there will be a cure for cancer. Agree? Agree now? Are you disagree? One day there will be a cure for cancer. They already got cure for chickenpox, smallpox, even TB, right? TB, you know, right? TB, right? Tuberculosis, right? Or even some diseases. I believe one day there will be a cure for cancer. Who? Maybe be Dr. Yi Ting, Dr. Warren, Dr. Han Ling, Dr. Jia Xing, or Dr. Hao Xuan. Don't use the word try, Yi Ting, because
It's
you
a
will
50-50.
Don't use the word try because you will cry. Everything will be dry. My favorite is do your best with all your zest. Beat the test to win the rest from east to west and be top of the press. Because how many types of education skills? There are total 5 types. It is all about gaining experience and therefore we can divide them into 5 main types. Formal educations, informal education, non-formal education, and life experience and sharing educations. So before we go to the details of 5 different types of educations, I would like to ask every one of you, except Qiao Ling, you need to type to me. Yang Zhen, which one do you think is more important? Okay, I'll put this here in terms of numbers. You need to tell me, you need to explain to me why you find this is important. Now, life experience, no need to say, just a quick one. Formal education means go to school. All right. Number 2 is informal means 种植. Yiting, you know what is 种植, right? You know, one of my students say, 种植, which burger is that? I say, huh? Okay. So Yiting, this informal education, Warren, is like we learn from your grandmother or your mother how to cook a dish, okay, how to do something. That is not through a proper way of education where you exam or certificate. Okay, next one in non-formal is something like that. Okay, like these people who don't attend, but then you go and here and there learn. Just an example, Warren, you learn your Japanese through Genshin games. Example, this can be non-formal. Also, it can be informal. Okay, so that is like Genshin, for example. Now, next one, we talk about life experience. It's not here. Life experience can tell you, right, it's like learning through your ups and downs. Like, for example, Yiting, your grandparents will tell you their life that time was very bad. Then you know, right? Just like you learn history, life experience. Now, sharing experience is like one day Yiting, you're 80 years old already, or you're 60 years old. You want to share your education and your life experience to your next few generations. Yang Zhen, which one do you think is important to you?
I think for me, it's life experience education.
Yes, please explain.
Let me take my brother for example. Whenever he come to Singapore, my life and how I do things changes drastically, because every time I can use his prior life experience as a mirror to see the spots where I cannot see for myself, like the flaws in how I learn things. So by that sense, I can improve myself in looking at other people's experience and learning from it.
I tell you what, Yang Zhen, one day when you should tell this to your son, he or she, your daughter or your son, will be very close to your daddy. because I know it's going to be very emotional for you, Yang Zhen, because your daddy have to travel here and there. And correct me if I'm wrong, Yang Zhen, you don't see your daddy very often, right?
No, it's my brother. My brother, not my dad.
Oh, brother, is it?
My brother. My brother is around 7 years older than me.
Okay, even your brother or your father, let's say, your son and daughter will look through like your father and your uncle, which is your brother, will be different perspectives. Sorry, my dog is barking because my son coming back. So yes, 7 years different. And yeah, I met your brother, right, that day at the Glassroot Club. Okay?
Oh, yeah. That was him.
And I can see he has a sense of charisma. Well done. Thank you, Yang Zhen. So it's not only look up at him as a brother, but as also a role model. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Thank you, sir. Ziye, your turn. Next will be Zachary. Everyone have a chance. So, Xiaolin, you no need to wait. You can type your answer 1 to 5 and then type your reason why you choose, let's say, number 3 and explain to me in words. Thank you. Back to you, Ziye. Let's don't waste time because we got a lot of people. So now it's 9:19 already. Come.
Wait, what am I supposed to say again?
1 to 5, which one is important to you?
I can't say all of them.
1 to 5, yeah.
No, I can't like say all of them. I have to choose one that I find important. I can't say like everything is important.
No, you have to choose one. I know what you mean. Okay, sorry.
I'll probably choose like life experience education.
Yes, please.
Because I think that it's like you learn through what you do normally. So it's not like you have to spend extra time to learn something or like invest in something that you want to learn. It's like you just go and have fun and then you learn something in the process. So I think this will be not so boring and also quite fun.
So what you mean life experience is important to you, is it? Or not important to you?
Important.
Important to you because you will not find this in your textbook lah. Is that what you meant? I see. Any more?
No.
Thank you, ma'am. Zachary, your turn.
Wait, first of all, can I ask like what's the difference between informal education and non-formal education?
Informal education is like you learn from your parents, like your how to ride a bicycle. Then of course you cannot find in the textbook, 对不对? So your father or your grandfather will bring you out to ride a bicycle, okay? How to swim. Non-formal education is like you learn like how to do dance. Like for example, you want to play games. You learn through the trial and error, like how to play Genshin. Then you will learn from, hey, Guoran, can you help me now to teach me how to? Then you say, you download this, you do this, then you learn, then you just try and error. It's quite similar to number 2 lah. Okay, I will say it's quite similar. But it's a bit different. Informal usually learn from your loved one and your close one. Or even your teachers. Like for example, you go VIA, right? Sometimes you go and you first time you go VIA to the old folks home, you don't know what is it, then they will tell you what to do. Or this old lady got this old man got this, then you must know how to feed them, things like that. But you can't learn from the textbook. That is the number 1. Thank you.
I think the most important one is probably life experience education.
Please.
Because like first of all, it's not that you can learn like from like textbook, and like life experience you can't Google it either because you have to see it for yourself, and like you basically have to go out and try their activity by yourself.
No, cannot use the word try. Go out and test it yourself. Thank you.
Go out and test like whatever you're trying to do yourself, and it's basically all about like that. It's like not something you can try and like Google or anything. You basically have to test it to know what like you're doing and what's the result of it.
Okay, any more?
No.
Thank you, sir. Well done. Okay, Hanling, your turn.
For me, I gotta say two. It is formal education and life experience education. For formal education, because getting a degree is very important. So yeah, you need a degree to do well in a lot of aspects of life, especially earning money. Mostly for most jobs, you need a stable income, things like that. And then life experience education, as someone famously once said, the key to being successful is making right decisions. The key to making right decisions is experience, and the key to having experience is wrong decisions.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I just found that in some comic, bro.
Well done. So this is a code using Fistpop, favors. Well done. You're using Fistpop favors. Well done. Thank you. How about no more? Hanling? Okay. Jiaxin, your turn. Next will be Kai Wen.
What?
Which one, 1 to 5? Which one do you think is the most important in your life? And why?
Number 4.
Yes, please. Why?
Practice makes perfect.
All right. Practice make perfect. It's perfect. Practice make perfect. It's not practice make perfect. Okay, fair enough. I will take it. And what else? That's all? Justin? Any
Yeah.
more? Any more?
No.
Thank you. Hao Xuan, what about you? 1 to 5. Which one do you think is important to you?
I
Sorry,
have two
Kai
that
Wen,
is
hold
not
on
even
for a while.
inside. I have two that is not inside.
Please.
Can I say?
Yes, please.
Okay, self-education and mental education.
Mental 就是
Yes.
你是说 mental 也就是说你的 mentally prepare 那个 mental 啦。
No. Okay, let's just say like this. Just now Jiaxin say practice makes perfect, right?
Yes.
Mental education is like pretend all 5 of them like different from for all people because
Yes.
different people got different opinions on each of them. But then if you have a lazy person wanting to study, you say, oh, practice makes perfect, and then you can't say that to that guy anymore because he's lazy, he don't want to study. So it's none of your business to say that anymore, right? So if you do not have if you don't have mental and self-education, none of this is important to you anymore because you're not mentally prepared, you're not mentally prepared for anything right over here. You don't want to study this and that, you want to focus on yourself only.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Yiting, in this class here, he's the only student, correct me if I'm wrong, he's an NA student and he speaks so well. Well done, Hao Xuan. 3 years ago, he will be speaking not nonsense, things that is really not that mature. 3 years from now, well done to him, Hao Xuan. Well done. So Yiting, you can hear, in fact, use all the 5, like what Zachary said, wow, use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and summarize into mental educations. Hao Xuan, I will share this mental education with all my Set 4 students next lesson. Okay, thank you so much. No, I should thank you. You see, Yiting, in this class, it's not about I teaching you. It's they also teaching me, and this is recording. And honestly, I will show this recording. If nobody believe me, I'll show this YouTube recording to all my Set 4 students. Trust me. Okay, so thank you. Kai Wen, your turn. 1 to 5. Thank you, Hao Xuan.
Number 4, probably.
Yes, please.
Because I think it's just more like interesting when like, you know, you get someone to like share about what they did and like how it worked out. Yeah.
Or how you work out to how you did through this life experience, it becomes historical and legacy, right?
Yeah.
Like you like
it's
that.
like quite yeah.
Like quite what?
It's like more simple, but like it works, I think.
Hey, bro, not simple, no. Kai Wen, if you went through your ups and downs in your life for the past 15 years, I don't think you want your children to go through the ups and downs as when you went through. You will minimize it, right? So by sharing your life experience, just like your mommy, daddy will share their life experience with you, right? So they want to cut down as much suffering that you go through. Just like your grandparents who went through the suffering, they will do what they wouldn't want you to go through the shit that they went through during World War II. 对吗? Right, so I totally, absolutely agree with you. Back to you, Tianyu. I'm so sorry. I know it's your birthday today, but just tell me quick one. This is not torturing. Just because I say everyone will say, which one?
I would say life experience education. Because like the only way for you to get stronger in life is to get mistakes, and then you learn from their mistakes to not repeat that mistake. Yeah.
So Yiting, to summarize from what he said, the word stronger, I got 5 S for him. Is to make yourself more successful, more super, more safe, more secure, and more sensational. That is why it becomes strong. Thank you, Tianyu. Xiaoling, have you typed your answer, or you want to unmute and see whether you can talk now? Oh, right. Wow. Let me read now. Live, wait, don't move already. Don't move. Hey, hello. Can you stop typing already, guys? I need to move up my. Okay, stop typing. I need to read Xiaoling one. You see now, where's my mouse? My mouse is not moving. Can you stop typing now? Okay, life experience. I feel like this can teach us the most. So life experiences form the way we are. Most, wow, I like the word, you most our personalities and through trial and error. Well done. Lucky you never use the word try. Hardens us and teaches us about society. Wow, 还没有 start social study 就讲 society 了，怕输啊你。Relationship, 哇 and things you cannot learn from textbook. 对了，所谓纸上谈兵。For example, a young adult can prepare for their debut into a society. Okay, so 他刚刚拿到大学文凭，他出来做工，哒哒 here comes the society. And working using advice from people around them. Sorry, Xiaoling. Sometimes advice can be good and sometimes advice can be bad. You know, right? Like sometimes you lend to a 所谓近朱者赤，近墨者黑。You lend to a wrong person, then you get the wrong advice, then you do the bad things. The advice become vice, vice. Got it? The AD take away become vice. Vice means bad thing. So, but needs to actually spend time in society, yes, to mold you like a raw diamond to a polished diamond to a shining diamond, to actually know firsthand how things work. Sorry to say, this is very, very true. Some people will not want to teach you. They are very, very selfish. Basically, it's impossible to know how things work just from listening or reading about them. We need to explain them to understand fully. Yes, totally, absolutely agree. Jason, your turn.
I'll say life experience education.
Yes, please.
Because what we do every day, like all the stuff that we go through and the mistakes we make.
Can you move your mouth to the mic nearer? Sorry, I can't really hear. I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. I say everyday education. That's all I can hear.
Okay.
One more time.
So what we get from the mistakes we make every day is the experience stuff. Well, it's the stuff that helps us like deal with our problems in the future. Like if we meet the same type or something similar from before, we have this life experience. So we wouldn't like make the same mistake again. And that works in all the other. Like,
and that works in what? Sorry. And that works in what? Sorry.
The other kinds of educations.
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. You remind me of this term in English. Once bitten, twice shy. Using Facebook 一听，就是你被蛇咬什么一时被蛇咬10年什么怕痛啊 ？What is that saying？
怕井绳，
怕井绳。
什么？再讲一次，什么一时被什么蛇咬？
一朝被蛇咬，10年怕井绳。
对吗 ？Yes, correct.
I haven't used 成语 in my combo for so long.
Right, Jason, you know what I mean, right? So it's like once eating. You heard of this before? Once bitten, twice shy. If you don't know, go and listen to the song called "Last Christmas." I gave you my heart, but the very next day you
played it every single tuition class last year,
Christmas. This year, to save me from
I know about that song. It's a Cardi B.
Twice shy, right? Like a break-off song. So Jason, thank you so much. To summarize the whole things, what you say, 做人不要整天. Okay, it's nothing wrong to go through mistake in life. But if you keep making the same mistake, something wrong to that person, maybe. Not you, Jason. That means you need to seek, like what Dr. Hao Shen's mentioned, mental education. True, no true. 你要自我检讨了，对吗？ Well done, Jason. If you can speak so well, I hope you can write so well. I'm not being sarcastic to 我不是在讽刺你啊。Well said, really. Now, Yiting, your turn. Warren, where are you? Don't pretend, You're the last one. I can escape. No way, man. Yiting, your turn, please. 1 to 5.
I think life experience education is the most important. Because you'll be living every day, right? So and not every day would be a good day. So there's obviously something you can learn from it. And then as long as you make mistakes, and then you can just apply it in your futures, and then it'll just make your life easier.
So you know the meaning of FML?
No.
You know what's the meaning of FML?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So no FML. You can use the FML, but not that the other way. F my life. You should say this, Yiting. Fantastic, my life. Fabulous, my life. Full of excitement, my life. Positive vibe. So Yiting, what you're telling me, yeah, it's true. Sometimes I will use the word, life is not a bed of roses, fist bump again, using idioms. Life is always full of ups and downs, as what you mentioned. Life is not just a smooth sailing. So true enough, ladies and gentlemen, Singapore went through the past 3 years of COVID, and it's a test of time and the test of unities of the people in Singapore. And you can see that Yiting, there are some part of the countries now you know through COVID, you know which country are better. And one of my student, Indian, his grandfather's body, after 1 week later in India, the ambulance then come and take his grandfather's dead body just because they did not pay enough money. It really sucks. I'm telling you. Okay? It really sucks. It's very bad. So now you understand why we need to study the education. You're right. Life is always not every day is Sunday. So if you were to tell me this, all of you, Warren, I know your answer will be very fantastic. Before I call Warren, if you guys say this, for goodness sake, there is no lame excuse. There's no excuse. So I hear every one of you, generally speaking, you know what you want to achieve in your life. You want to do well in life. So please, for goodness sake, from now on, if you happen to encounter things that is not right, and you know this education and skill will bring you to the top paradigm shift in life in the next higher level, please just shut up and do a bloody good job. That's all. Because your parents really shut up every night eating. You agree now? The day when you're born, every night you have to cry, mommy, I want to drink milk. Agree? She has to wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. just to change your bloody wet pamper. You pee, correct? You shit, you burp, you need to drink milk, correct? Without fear, for the first 5 years of your life, they wake up and they shut up and do a bloody good job to bring you up today. And so you, not you, all of you here, including myself, you have to do a good job. Okay? If you don't, 我跟你讲，你对不起天地良心。Your mom who lost so much blood during the process of giving birth to all of you here, including me. Hey, hello, please. They never complain. Do you know when pregnancy, here pain, there pain, eating. My wife nearly died when giving birth to my 3rd child. Nearly died. The blood pressure was 220 and all the organ was very bad. So now I understand how my mom, I used to be a sickening boy when I was like your age 15 years old. I play truant, I join gang, I smoke, okay, I do bad things. My result all feel like shit. And thank God my teacher changed my life. So if you want to follow this life, good luck to you. I've been in Changi prison twice. I visited Changi prison twice. I did not stay there, eating, please. First time was I visited the prison as a student. So second time, I brought my student to visit the Changi prison. 3 days ago, I bypassed the Changi prison where I was doing some delivery with my friend. I look at the prison, the memory flashback when I brought my student there. And when I visited the prison, I tell you, eating, it's not a bloody nice place. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to be sickening. You think they give you nice bed, nice slipper, nice toothbrush. Okay, when you shit and bathe, the whole of your inmates will look at you because there is no food, no toilet close for the guy lah. For the girl, I don't know. For the guy, when you shit and bathe, it's only half of it. No door to close on. The officer even can see you pee and shit. That bad. So don't do bad things. It's not worth it. The more you write, your parents' life will live longer. Why? Because you don't come here for Sec3. You come here for all the way to your university. And I love what Han-Ling said. Yes, surprisingly, I don't know Quarren yet. But surprisingly, I purposely choose Quarren. There's a reason for that. Han-Ling, you're the only clown to choose number 1. Why I say only clown? Because everyone choose life experience. And you are damn freaking right now. Bro. Because in Singapore, don't tell me there's no cert. Nonsense. Okay, I don't believe what the Ministry of Education say. Oh no, yeah, life skills. Come on, eating. It's bullshit. You want a doctor without a certificate and operate you. They say bye-bye. You want an architect without a proper certificate to build a house. You want a person without a proper knowing law in order to be a lawyer. So sorry, Han-Ling, you are damn freaking right. Without formal educations, life experience is nothing. Sorry, this is a 21st century world. You can tell me great-grandfather time, that time they got life experience, becomes 所谓的白手起家，对吗 Jason? You no money, 你可以 without education, 你可以赚大生意。You think everyone like Jack Ma? Jack Ma also got education, right? Correct. Right? You know who is Simon Hu, right? Simon Hu, the creative, that 你的 Chinese 字典，对吗? Recently he passed away. He was one of the favorite entrepreneurs in Singapore, the first person who created Sound Blaster. A pure Singaporean and the first company to listed in the US stock exchange. Yang Zhen, can check it out. Creative Sim Wong Hu recently passed away. Think about it. He left us a legacy. He made Singapore one of the famous. What are you going to do eating? Your grandfather, sorry, let's start with this way. Your great-grandfather, all of you listening, your great-grandfather, your grandfather, and your father has contributed this to the society, to your family's surname so well. Hey, hello. What are you going to contribute for your next generation? Terrorists? War? Crime? I leave it to you. The only thing is now, do your best. Back to you, Quarren. 1 to 5.
Okay, so I think they are all equally important because of like different reasons. So number 1 is important because, like as you said, a formal education is important for proof that you are actually qualified for a certain job. Because like you can't say something like, oh, I'm qualified to be a surgeon because I once cut a person open. You have to go through, you have to go through actual training. So number 2, informal education. So informal education is like with your friends, right, with your family, with your loved ones. So these are very important because like love fuels us. Love actually makes our brain stronger and then makes our brain more susceptible to like acquiring knowledge. So when we are studying with the people we love, we will also be more happy, and like when we're more happy, our focus will be better, and like basically all the stuff that you write in your argumentative essays about how studying with your friends and family makes you happier and hence your grades will be better, blah blah blah. So non-formal education. Wait, can I clarify what's the difference between informal and non-formal education?
It's more or less that they kind of subset to each other. Now, non-formal is like, for example, your grandmother want to learn line dance, want to do cooking, but you did not learn from your, let's say you want to learn certain thing, but you did not learn through your mommy, daddy, or your grandparents. You learn through like to a CC, okay, to YouTube. You know what I mean? To somebody else. Okay, though you attend a class like learning Japanese, you will go for a formal class, right, to get a certificate, then you know. But sometimes non-formal, it can be like, you know, those, have you been to Thailand where all these people learn how to speak certain dialects and certain English? No. Okay, if you go to Japan, right, you know, some of them can speak very well in their Chinese, right? Mandarin. If you go to Korea, my family just went to Korea except me. They know that these Korean people can speak very well in Mandarin, as well as maybe English a bit. And then, of course, their Korean language, but they also can speak some other languages. So this is called a non-formal through their works. And this non-formal also a bit related to number 4. True now. It's also to life experience. So like I say, number 3 is a bit of, you know, subset, maps, subset of these 2 and 4. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So non-formal kind of like both. So I think like non-formal is pretty important because like from what I heard is like very fun. So it's kind of similar to number two. When you are happy, you are more focused, and when you're happy, yeah, your emotion, yeah, you just like learn better when you're happy lah. So number four, I think everyone said this, because the life experience education, you don't really say you are qualified to do something unless you actually do it. So when I was young, right, like I keep on like I know how to do something by theory. So I will go around and be like, oh, I know how to cook, I know how to cook, but then I actually haven't tried cooking before. Hence, this can't.
Sorry, you did not try. You haven't put your hands to do cooking. So don't use the word try, sorry, because I'm very sensitive with the word try. Carry on.
Yeah, so I haven't done any cooking yet.
That's
So
better.
yeah, so when I first did cooking,
Don't
then
try.
I kind of like
When
burned
I
the
first
food.
experienced,
Yeah, when I first experienced cooking, I burned the food. So this shows that theory actually doesn't actually help you learn, but instead you need to keep on practicing and practicing, because as the saying goes, practice makes perfect. It applies here as well. So last but not least, sharing education. This is actually very, very important because as humans, we are social animals. We learn from other human beings. And that's also why we kind of learn history, because we want to learn from the people before us, because like history repeats itself. So like, yeah, we have to learn history in order to prevent some stuff from happening lah. So that's the same thing here. We learn from other people's mistakes and we take tips from other people's success. That way we can build on our own character and also build on our own skills in order to like become a hybrid of other people's successes and become a kind of like a superhuman. So yeah, this is why I think that they're all five of these are equally important.
thank you, thank you. You see, Yi-Ting, this is what I meant here. I told them to choose one. This clown here, Warren, choose everything and explain everything. Is it wrong? To your school, maybe you'll say, no, you never follow the instruction. I don't care. You say, Hao Shen, even better still. Not even all the 5 years. You choose is out of these 5 contexts. Okay. Qiao Ling also type and share with it. Kai Wen, Yang Zhen, Tian Yu, Ziyue, Han Ling, better still. The one and only clown who choose formal education, which to be honestly is super important in Singapore. Trust me. There's no such thing called no certificate lah. Okay. Then we don't have Oxford, Cambridge, and Singapore University law. 对不对? Then everyone do number 4 and 5就可以了嘛，对不对? Then what's the point? Right, Zachary, well done. What you say is true. You want to clarify. Jia Xing is true. Practice more perfect. Nothing wrong. But I think I want to add on to this, Warren. You see, just like when you first looking through the theory and how to cook, and then finally you test it out on your own. Oh my goodness, this is not the way you cook. So next time your daughter also same thing. And say, Mommy, I saw this cookbook. I want to try. They say, girl, don't try. Okay, then I will experience it. Mommy, it's okay. Then you know already. 你会在旁边的观看他 observe him. We call the Oscar. Honey, can you type for me the word Oscar? O-S-C-A-R. Okay, I just see. Thank you. So see, Yi-Ting, what is Oscar? So Guoran, ready? You observe her. Okay, then you ask her. So select your utensil, 对吗? So maybe the utensil you use is the one to make the thing overcooked. So you select, oh, I think Mommy last time use this one doesn't really work. Maybe you want to use the other utensil. Then you start to compare, correct? Then after that, when you start 煮的东西, yeah, Mommy, thank God you tell me to do, but because book say must use this utensil, but you suggest to me this. So it's called comparison. Then after comparison, what is the A? A stands for analyzing the result. That's the R. Ready? So observe, select your tools, compare it whether is it useful to you or not. Hey, hello, Yi-Ting, one man's meat is another man's poison, 对吗? 对吗? 你喜欢吃榴莲不等于我喜欢吃榴莲，对不对？我喜欢吃臭豆腐不等于你喜欢吃臭豆腐。So they analyze result. And seriously, Yi-Ting and all of you listening, Kai Wen and Yang Zhen, you can use this word Oscar for your science. Seriously, can use it for your science, Oscar. Okay. So now, Warren. So this is Oscar that you see your daughter. Maybe you will cut down a few, like what somebody say, mistake, right? you'll cut down a few mistakes and make life easier and peaceful and more progressive for your daughter. So same thing, then now your granddaughter come in already. Amma, Korea, I want to learn cooking like what mommy told me last time you cook and mommy also cook. Now, this is where your granddaughter will use the Oscar already. He observed both of you already. Then you compare, 对吗? You select. Okay, then you ask, okay, girl, will you prefer Amma or your mommy one? Then I think I will choose Amma one because Amma got life experience longer than mommy. And also Amma is also a good cook and you have been sharing these culinary skills in the CC and teach people how to cook. Of course, I learned from Amma. Wow, Goran, you'll be very happy, right? 哇，你把你的武功传授给你的孙女儿，真的，各位 seriously, don't look at the word education. Education is not just educating, it's passed down a legacy. You know who is Hans Christian Andersen or Han Ling? My cousin also.
Mermaid one.
What mermaid?
Isn't it a storybook writer, that one?
Wow, you see this guy, and Hao Xian, the two phantom students here can tell me mermaid. Actually, he's also writing the story about Ugly Duckling, right? Jia
What? Yeah,
he also wrote the book called Ugly, 你懂丑小鸭吗？ Yiting. Hello, are you my mommy? And finally turned to a beautiful swan, 对吗？ Yiting. And then got this 卖火柴的女孩, do you remember? The matchstick girl. Then finally the third matchstick, he died. The first stick thing was see a Christmas, then okay. So really, seriously, Hans Christian Andersen has passed on for more than 200 years, stay in Denmark, and wrote beautiful story. And all these story eating is the moral of the story. What have we learned from that? Same thing. So today's lesson, okay, we talk about here. So next week, we're going to have an essay to talk about it. Do I have this here? Oh, no. So, okay, you can read through all these things here. Okay, and then we're going to talk about what are the characteristics of the 5 types of educations. So we're going to talk more of this. I'm going to skip all this here. So whatever you say now actually is far more better than the one that I explained here. So go and read on your own. If you don't read, it's not your benefit now, it's going to be a disadvantage. So next week we're going to talk about these and also to talk about what is the advantages of this. And this will be later on, so we'll break into groups and discuss why you think, okay, so for example, Jason, you'll be choosing formal, then you will choose your, so I will choose about 3 to 4 leaders, then you guys can pick your own team member, then we'll discuss on all this, okay? So you tell me why you think life experience is much better than formal or formal is better than shared experience. Shared educations. Okay? So I thank you, Warren. So now you know why I choose you from the last one. Anyway, this is not pre-planned to tell Warren that you will be the last speaker for these topics. So sometimes I will call Zachary, I could call Hao Xian, I will call Jia Xing or Kai Wen, wherever it is. So Yiting, you understand? So this is the class here. I want everyone a platform for you to showcase your talent. Remember the CAR, creative, astute, rigorous, and enthusiasm. I think Yiting, you don't see this in your class, right? So this is a sharing with all of you here. And thank you so much. I really learned a lot from all of you, especially Hao Xian, your mental education. Seriously, I think I miss out this one. It's so important. And I like your Warren all 5 into 1. What? 人家是3合1咖啡，你是5合1咖啡 with cappuccino and latte. And Haling, by coffee. And Haling, sorry, so far you are the number 2 student who choose formal educations. But your explanations is much better than the other set 4 explanation. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. So